Oh, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over a classic buck knife, the 373 Plus. Going to be diving into its characteristics, its capabilities, and if it's the right choice for you. So stay tuned. Before we dive on in, please do me a huge favor and subscribe if you have not already. YouTube's being YouTube, and they decided to unsubscribe like 50 people in the last 48 hours here at the channel. So go ahead and make sure you're subscribed, and subscribe if you haven't already. I post some pretty cool stuff, and I'd enjoy having y'all around. Again, like, share, and comment. That's the best way to support the channel. I don't have sponsors. I don't do any Patreon crazy stuff like that. So you guys are the sponsors, and the best way to help out is doing those three things. Let's hop on into the video. 373, hold it up for you guys so you can see that. It is a non-locking folding knife from Buck. You do have three different blades. I'll pull them all out for you here. Definitely pretty interesting, gives you some different capabilities. So if you want to do some carving, I mean, this would even be great for cleaning like trout or something. I just love how thin the profile of the blade is. But it is 420 high carbon, so like a very, not a super high grade of stainless steel. Unfortunately, it is made in China. I was under the impression that all of Buck's knives were made here in the US. I guess that is no longer true. Is what it is. You do have a wood grain and a brass style handle with some steel construction in the back. Now to open it, I mean, to close it, you're not going to have to worry about it coming down on your finger. It is kind of like, I don't know if it's spring assisted necessarily, but it doesn't want to just, you know, fall on your finger. So you're not really going to have to worry about that too much. You do have some nice little finger studs there where you can, I'm a lefty, so fortunately it doesn't work so well for me. Going to take two hands to open up, so not as convenient as some of your more modern knives. It's going to come in right around, 25, 30 bucks or so. I think 25 is what it's selling for on Amazon. I think I bought it at Bass Pro for about 30 whenever I did. Let's test this guy a little bit and see what some of the capabilities are. You love it. Paracord time, like super easy. I will say, with this being so thin, especially in 420 high carbon, you're going to get some very good like slicing and cutting capabilities with this thing that you may not with a knife with thicker stock or a different type of steel. You could get this thing razor sharp. I'm talking like shave yourself with it. So again, no issues there. Definitely a big fan of knives that can just do simple little tasks like this. I'm not having to put an excess amount of pressure, because that's how you cut yourself. Let's move on to another. The visual quality isn't getting too messed up. We're in the middle of a rainstorm here in Southern California. Crazy, I know, right? All right, so I've got a zip tie on this big stick right here. Gonna take the main blade on this guy and see what we can do. Honestly, there was some pressure that needed to be applied, but overall, not too bad. Try to see if I can shave it a little bit. Check that edge out. Checking down it. Not noticing any imperfections, really. I don't know if the camera wants to focus on that, but as you can see, definitely did not affect that in the slightest. We're going to try to do a basic spear point. I'm just going to use the main blade. Actually, let's switch it up. Let's use a different blade. I'm just curious to see, you know, something smaller like this. Ooh, I will say this would be perfect for making feather sticks or fuzz sticks. Sorry about hitting the camera there. Man, that little guy's razor sharp too. I mean, he's just filleting that wood. Let's see if I can get a feather stick on for y'all. I mean, you got the starts of one, so it's definitely possible. Just try to fillet that wood up. And the good thing about this little blade being pretty short is you can get more, it's like a weird amount of leverage you've got, because all that, you know, pressure you have behind it with the handle compared to that longer blade, it feels kind of more balanced than that. So I would say if you are into carving, this blade would be excellent. Check the edge out. Didn't even damage it, not in the slightest. So overall, what do I think about this guy? I think it's a pretty good knife for the money. I mean, you can't get much in the ways of $30 anymore, which is typically what you're going to find it for at like Bass Pro or whatever. I will say though, I mean, obviously you got the Mora, which is probably the biggest competitor, but that's a fixed blade, right? So in the realm of, I wouldn't say this is like super micro, but it's pretty small for an EDC pocket knife. Now, if you're in a situation where you don't want to carry as big of a knife, like a full-size Benchmade or something, having something like this would be nice. It's not really going to take up too much space, and it's going to give you a ton of capability. Again, I'm not the biggest fan that's made in China, but it is what it is. It's a quality tool, and I don't think the quality control suffered any for being made overseas, as far as I can tell. Now, I've only been carrying this guy for 3 months, so we'll see as time goes on, right? But overall, I think it's a decent blade for the money. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm interested to hear your guys' opinions. Thank you all so much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.